Hi pals, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing our November recap, so this is everything I finished, I read, I worked on, and I wrote in November. This month is a little bit different. One, you can see I'm in a different spot once again. When I was in my normal spot that I did last month, the sun was coming through like crazy, so I had to move a little bit, so now you get my Christmas tree. But super exciting. We've got a ton of books to go over. We have a ton of projects that I finished and worked on, and then I wrote a ton this month. So let's get into it in just a second. I did want to remind you all that there is a blog post that comes out with these types of videos. So every single month I have a blog post that lists all of the projects, all of the patterns, everything I worked on, the stuff that I used, etc. So it's all on there. And just make sure that you are signed up for my newsletter. That is also on my website. It should pop up the first time you go in, but if not, it is on the main page. I send one out every single week, and it normally has like what's going on, what's coming out, what we're doing, and then little things that I've been up to. Yeah, so make sure you're signed up for that. But yeah, let's get into what I read this month. Okay, so we have 6 books this month. Technically I read 8. Well, technically I read 7, but then I did not finish one of them because it was trash, and it had some references in it that I wasn't really comfy with. And then the other book, I finished it, but I only rated it 2 stars, so we're not going to talk about it because I don't like to talk about books that I don't really like. Because just because I don't like it doesn't mean other people don't like it. So not going to talk about those ones, but let's talk about the ones that I loved. So we have 5 5-stars and 1 4-star, and technically it really could have been a 5-star because there's not anything that I didn't really like about it. It just wasn't one that I loved. So also, if you hear noise in the background, Ikora has the zoomies again, so we're just gonna go with it. So the first book that I read, this one was a 4-star. It was called Prelude of Fire. This is a young adult fantasy book. Really enjoyed it. I'm just not a young adult fantasy reader, so that's why that one didn't get a 5-star. I'm just not really into young adult anymore, so it's just not really my vibe. Really good book, really long book. So if you are recommending this to a young adult reader, I do recommend letting them know that it's a pretty long book for a young adult. But I really liked it. Super good, big grand adventure. Think like Lord of the Rings mixed with it's all in there. So I love it. But yeah, that was a really good one. And then I had The Co-op, another 5-star. Loved this one. Go check out my review on really all of these, but if you're looking for a non-holiday themed rom-com, that one. And then I had 3 Christmas books. So I had Holiday Hostilities, absolutely loved this one. Hockey Romance, super cute. I had Christmas Criminal, very cute. It's like a grinchy, grumpy, like Saint Nick kind of vibes. And then The Spite Before Christmas, this one was really good too. This one has main characters that are in their 50s, very cute. And then the final book I read is The Dark Romance. I just finished this one. It comes out on Monday. It comes out on the 2nd, so it comes out on Monday. It's called Hold Me Before You Go, and this is the 2nd book in the duet of the Catch Me series by Brittany Ann. I arc read the first one. I arc read this one. Swoon. Love these books. So make sure if you're into dark romances, you're into spicy books, check these out. They're on Kindle Unlimited, I believe. I think the 2nd one will be when it releases. But if not, totally worth the purchase. Super good. Loved these books. Now let's go through everything I finished. So a lot of these are going to have to be pictures up on the screen because I've been working through a lot of commissions and gifts. So my problem when I make gifts is as soon as I make them, I give them to the person that I made them to. I forget to take pictures. I forget to do all of that. So I do have a couple things that I worked on that I have, and then the rest of them are gonna have to be pictures. But the first thing that I finished is this Tunisian crochet Kindle bag. So it's made with 1 skein of Lion brand ombre yarn, and then I used the Cordsmith to make these cords, and then I braided them together for the strap, which I thought was really cool. This pattern is coming out in January, I believe, January or February, but I'm really, really excited about this one. It's just so cute, works great as a regular bag too. It doesn't need to be a Kindle bag, but it was all inspired by the like Kindle for, or purse Kindle for like traveling and hanging out, and like I gotta have my purse Kindle, and so I made a Kindle purse. But yeah, so that's the first thing that I worked on. The second thing that I worked on is a commission. I made this for my friend Boo. She streams on Twitch. But this is a stuffed animal hammock. I don't have like full pictures of it set up and everything yet. I don't have a corner in my house that I can nail things to. All of my corners either have hardware or they have windows, so I can't really do that. But she just got that, so we should have pictures soon. But this is what it looks like. I did these really pretty tiger's eye beads, and I think it just kind of pulled the whole thing together. The next two things were gifts. This one is a scarf for my coworker Molly. I might write this pattern up. Let me know if you like it. But it's made with a puff stitch, 2 skeins of yarn. It was super, super cute. Love this one. And then the next thing I made was a beanie for my coworker Nicole. She is a super big Seahawks fan, loves Seattle, loves the sports, and I had some Starfall from Red Door Fiber Co. Red Door. I don't remember what the last 2 words are. I get them mixed up every time. It's same thing with Explorer. I mix up their name too, but I'm working on it. I just get them all confused when I get all of the yarn dyers in there. Anyway, yeah, that's what I had left over from this. So I made a beanie, and then I added this palm to it. I'm super excited. I will have a tutorial for how to put these palms on because they don't have the snaps. So these are attached a little bit different of a way, and I just wanted to show the way that I do them. So that tutorial will be coming up in January too. This is the yarn for a secret commission. I can't really tell you anything else about that, but it's going to be 2 different things and it's secret. So look at the yarn. And then the last thing that I made is this little tiny hedgehog with beads on the top of it. I made this one for my daughter. I have a rainbow one that I made for my son, and then I also have these listed in my shop on my website. It's just sambartley.com/shop. But they're cute little fidget toys, and yeah, they've got these like pony beads and their little faces and their little bellies, and I just think they're super, super cute. So yeah, this is the last thing that I finished. Let's get on to all the things that I worked on. Okay, so the first thing that I've been working on, so I started this right at the beginning of November. Gotta be careful because I don't want it to fall off the needles. But this is my birthday sweater. So it's all scrunched up at the bottom, so it's not normally gonna be like that. But this is my birthday sweater. This is actually a project that I've been wanting to do for a long time, but I haven't really been able to like find the time and what pattern I wanted. But yeah, I've got a ton of extra leftover like scrap, fingering weight, late size 1 mohair, all of that from like socks and beanies and stuff. So I just threw it all into a bag, and I keep pulling out a random skein at random and adding that into the sweater as I go, and it's been a lot of fun. So I'm hoping I can finish it for my birthday. My goal is for this to be my birthday sweater, but we'll see. I've still got like 8 inches of body and then sleeves to do. So January is my birthday. Let's cross our fingers. The next thing I worked on was this sweater. So this is my mohair sweater. I had started this like almost 2 years ago, I think, and then I set it down and I forgot where it was, and I got really frustrated and scared, and I didn't want to mess it up, so I didn't touch it for like a year and a half. But the other day I sat down and took like 15 minutes and a bunch of stitch markers and a whole lot of counting, and I got it all set back up. So I know where I'm at, I know what to do, and now I can start working on this. So I'm also, this is the second option for a birthday sweater, so I'm like between the two. We'll see which one I finish first. Okay, this next project is technically a secret, and I'm technically not supposed to say anything about it until January. But I'm gonna do like a little like... Okay, so that is a project that I'm working on for a friend. It just so happened to fall in that the design that I was working on fit in with the theme with another thing. So I'm tying them all together, and then you will have a pattern next year. I'm really excited about it, but I'll be able to talk to you about it more in January, actually on my birthday. So keep your eyes peeled for January 20th, because there's going to be a lot going on that day. Okay, and the next couple of projects do have pictures because I have them, but they're like awkward or they're like set up to be finished. So First thing is my stream blanket. I've talked about this a ton. I don't know that I'm gonna get it done by the end of December, but we're trying, we're working on it, and we're gonna see what we can do. The next thing is this. This is going to be a beanie. This is like my third sample of it, but this is the yarn that I wanted to use for it. This is made with Sunset Fiber Co, and this pattern will be out on the second week of December, but there will be a tutorial for the stitch repeats coming out next Saturday. So make sure you're subscribed to YouTube. If you're not, obviously you're here right now, so just hit subscribe, whatever side it's on. And yeah, turn on the notifications so you know when I post videos, because I'm trying to do them every other week, but you know how it's been. So make sure you have notifications on so you do know when I have a video up, and yeah, thanks for subscribing. Okay, and then the final thing that I worked on was my sock. This has to get finished like ASAP because I am testing out some yarn for a yarn dyer and it's coming in next week. And I only have one set of sock needles, so another one to cross your fingers for and hope that I can finish it up in just a couple days. Okay, so that's everything I worked on. I hope to get a lot of those finished up by like end of January-ish, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. So yeah, I guess it's time to get on to everything that I wrote this month. Okay, first thing we had was all of my book reviews, so they're all up on my website. Make sure you go check those out if there are any books that sparked your interest. The next thing I did was my October recap, so if you like these recap videos, I do them every single month. Last month in October, we had a ton of really cool stuff, so go check that one out too. I also put up a post of all of my favorite things. So this is all of my favorite knitting, crochet, diamond painting, scrapbooking, all of that is in one blog post. It's all set up for you. It is affiliate links. They don't cost you anything extra. They just help me make a little bit of money so I can pay for my website because it's $300 a year and that is expensive. So all of the money that I make on my website goes back to my website, and I don't ever really break even, but I get kind of close, so it's fine. And then we also got our Back to Crochet Basics Part 2. So this is the second part of my Crochet Basics YouTube series. I have the first video up and the second video up now, and if you have anything else that you want me to add into a third, just let me know in the comments below and I will get working on that. And then the last thing that I published was my crochet MacBook sleeve. So this is for like MacBooks or laptops or whatever. I just have a MacBook. But my partner's gaming laptop does fit inside of it. You just gotta make it to the measurements that you need it for. But yeah, I made this too and published that pattern, and it is up on my Ravelry and website now. So go check that out too. Okay, that's everything for this month. So we've gone through everything that I've read, worked on, finished, and wrote. I did want to give you a little preview. I do have a giveaway starting on my Instagram on December 1st. This will run through December 22nd. It's got all of this cute, fun yarn and cord smiths and little accessories and notions, and there's a gift card. So make sure you're following my Instagram for that. It's at Sean Bartley Designs. And yeah, that is everything. I hope you all have a super cozy holiday season. We'll have a video out next Saturday that is a stitch tutorial, and then we'll have another one at the end of the month. And yeah, I love you all, and I hope you stay cozy. Have a good week. Bye!